All right, Sekou, for LeBron James, it's all about making it to the NBA's all-time Mount Rushmore. But to get there, he needs to add a lot more rings. So which team gives LeBron James the best chance of adding to his collection?
I don't think there's any doubt that Miami offers him that best opportunity, especially with him opting out. You obviously need Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade to do the same. But the path is there. They know how to get there in Miami. Everything else is a theory. Everything else is if this happens and if that happens and this guy comes in and plays to his capacity, then maybe we'll get back and win another championship. You go to 4 straight finals, win 2 championships. I think Pat Riley was spot on last week in challenging the ego and bravado of these guys to come back and keep this thing going as opposed to taking a chance, going somewhere else, and rolling the dice basically on trying to win a championship.
And you know what? The last 3 games of the finals, San Antonio smashed Miami. But the first game, the cramp game, it was right there for Miami until LeBron leaves. Game 2, of course, Miami wins. So it's 3 bad games, really, when you think about it. Any chance that LeBron takes his talents back to Cleveland?
That's the only place emotionally I could see him going right now and being able to do his job every day. I mean, how could you leave what you know is guaranteed trips, at least to the finals, to go somewhere else and start from scratch at this stage of his career? I just don't see it. But Cleveland, they're tugging at his heartstrings. He's got family, friends, people who never wanted him to leave, obviously. He'd have to think about it and consider it if Cleveland can make some things happen. But there's that word again, Rick, if. All these other ifs that have to happen for something to go right. In Miami, you already know what you have. You know it just takes some tweaks, a little bit more of what you've done to get past the San Antonio Spurs, because it's not about the other teams in the East or anybody else in the West. This is about the Heat and the Spurs. And to me, LeBron has to take the same attitude and approach that Tim Duncan did last year, losing in the finals. You got to get upset about it and come back the next year and make it right.
Well, that's what he did after losing to Dallas in 2011. Exactly. Of course, rattled off 2 in a row. Now, the Lakers have 3 players under contract for next season: Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, Robert Sacre. What role do you see the purple and gold playing, if any, in the free agency of LeBron James?
Well, I think there are clearly, 20-plus teams that are going to want to get into this mix. And it's not about cap space. This is about teams making whatever moves necessary to get involved with the best player in the world. But I think the other team in L.A. could be interesting. What could the Los Angeles Clippers do to maybe get into LeBron James sweepstakes? And not just LeBron, but maybe adding one of his other friends who wants to come play, who's going to be in that free agent mix. Do you trade somebody and make a major move? Major. Doc Rivers is in charge of the entire basketball operation out there. I wouldn't be surprised if they get involved as well.